first of all, let me start by saying I love this episode. This season is so entertaining. Like, literally every second is good. There's no wasted time. There's no slow moments. I'm just loving it. Plus, there's so many funny scenes that I was like dying laughing out loud. And it takes a lot to get me to laugh that much at a show, especially when it's like a thriller like this. But what the heck? I mean, every single thing that everyone on the internet has predicted has come true. Like, all of the obvious signs, all of the stuff we've been talking about, all of the stuff that was just like, seriously, this can't be what it is, right? Was all laid out in this episode. Basically, this was an episode dedicated to Kai building his army, his cult. Like, okay, so maybe he's still not the one in charge. Like, if it's going to go with the script of absolute obvious, like Captain Obvious, then probably the psychiatrist is the main guy and Kai is just like working and doing the dirty work. I don't know, but it's like so insanely obvious that I'm like thinking, there's no way we know all of this stuff this early and that's all there is, right? Or is it? I'm starting to really question, like, is there a twist this season? I don't know. Am I thinking too much into this? I don't know. So I guess the biggest shocker, even though we pretty much knew it was coming, was that Ivy was totally in on this, and she actually knows Winter pretty well, and she's totally been pretending like she doesn't know her. And just to see her, you know, for a second I was like, oh my god, is she gonna cut off Gary's arm? Like, how involved is she in all of this? Not that Gary didn't deserve it, but at the same time. And all of you called the Beverly the reporter, which I love me some Medina Porter, and she's really good in this role. Everyone called that she was involved, and she's absolutely involved. So many great, like, hysterical moments from this episode. Let's talk about the, like, remixes people made with Adina, with Adina's character, Beverly. Like, basically they were YouTube videos. It's funny because I used to waste a lot of my time watching, like, news bloopers, and I just thought it was hilarious that they made her into that meme where they were, like, auto-tuning her, because that is so real life. And maybe that's all it is this season, and just a freaking reflection of real life, because that's freaking what it's been so far, except that people, I was going to say people aren't getting brutally murdered that way, but I'm sure they are, sadly. You know, the other highlight from this episode for me was Emma getting brutally murdered, because you know that Ryan loves her so much and he always protects her, and nothing ever really that bad happens to her on his shows, but she probably did not have the time to really be in this season, so he killed her off, like, you know, first episode she was in. But it was just so epic because literally she plays the same bitchy person in every single show, and it's like, is she really like that in real life? So, you know, I kind of found joy in her dying that way, because, like, she deserves it, right? So there was, I don't know, there were so many funny things, and I loved it when they had Gary tied up, and what's her name, Winter, told him to get woke, and it was just like, too funny. It's like so serious subject matter with people losing their minds over the election, but yet they found a way to make it like really funny. But we really need to talk about what is really going on, or is this what is really going on? And if so, we are so early in this season, what else is going to play out with the rest of this? And we still have this big missing piece. Why is Allie the target? There has to be a reason, because as much as I love this season, if this is literally all this season is, I'm going to have mixed emotions by the finale, because I'm always going to be sitting here every week wanting more, and maybe that's just me. You know, maybe I'm just too used to trying to theorize about this show and expecting something to be hidden in a twist or something like that. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe that's just not how it's going to be this season. But I'm going to be honest and say I'm going to be a little bit let down if we get to the finale and it was just like Allie was always the innocent one and they were always evil. And, you know, a lot of people have been asking me in the comments, do I believe that Allie is like basically the only good person in the show that's one of the lead characters? Or is that the twist? Is she seriously the evil one and they're all sane? I don't know. But the way it appeared tonight was exactly how we've all been calling it since episode 1. I don't think anything that happened in this episode should have been a huge shocker, or should have been like a wow moment. It was just like, okay. And I kind of appreciate the fact that they explained all of it in one episode. But, you know, I'm thinking inside, like, deep down inside, this is the kind of stuff that all gets explained like the episode before the finale or the finale, because that's the whole premise of your show. So we've got to get more, right? And I was going to say maybe the people who killed, the clowns who killed Emma, or whatever her name was in this show, because we just met her, you know, maybe those clowns weren't related to the cult and that's like the twist. But then Kai freaking admitted that he was one of these people, unless he is lying. But I love when Meadow walked in and they were like, and her husband was like decapitating the gym dude, and she was just like, just when I thought my life couldn't get worse. It was so funny, yet such a gruesome scene, but so funny. And they're just being so free this season and like talking like, you know, people do, and the F word is literally probably 50 times, not 50, 20, I don't know. It's just like, you know, it's like I'm watching HBO or something. It is not censored. I mean, they pretty much go there. But if you didn't know, I do a live chat every Tuesday, actually every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern to share theories and thoughts about each episode. So we'll be doing that tomorrow. But I want to know, like, do you think there's more? Am I expecting too much? Are some of you expecting too much? Are some of you cool with how it is? Like, you don't want more, you don't think there's going to be big surprises. You know what? I mean, last week I talked a lot to you about how many twists I thought there would be, and a lot of people were on board with that, and I was definitely on board with that. And then I'm still, even after this episode, I cannot accept that there is not something else going on here, because what else does he have to give us for the rest of the season if you're laying all your cards out tonight? You know, what else is there? So I'm going to leave you with the fact that I think there's still more to come. But if you disagree with me, totally fine. You can let me know in the top comments down below. If you think someone else is like the mastermind of this cult, or if there's people that we don't know about, because we discussed that some, you know, we still have other people coming on the show, or maybe people we don't even know going to be part of the show and we don't know where they fit in. So if you think someone who has not been revealed is a big player in this, let me know. Or if you think this is how it is, the cards are laid out tonight, this is how it's going to go, let me know. And I've had a lot of requests for me to just do like a sit down video as soon as the video is over and give my thoughts, because it's easier for people to watch. So also let me know what you prefer. Do you like the reaction kind of stuff, or do you like this kind of thing? But I hope you are having a wonderful week. I can't wait to talk to you in the chat tomorrow, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Kelly TV. I would love for you to subscribe and be a part of the Kelly TV family. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter so you can keep up with all I'm doing.